today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down. Picking up 26 yards. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Eagles, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually out in the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson from the shotgun. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
7, Ravens 6.
And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish.
And he'll take it into the end. Zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Four yards the pickup, first down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
I think he's got it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Davis from the top right. I like it. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
And 10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
16.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. And it's up and good. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Baltimore ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard
The
pickup.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A gain of 9.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Front Eagles.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Rolling to his right, and this is caught at the 8. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Makes the score Eagles.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Not much there, only a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
You have a big decision here to make about one of your players.